The Philadelphia Eagles. The final 2-week stretch of the 2023 regular season, and we are underway week 17 here on this New Year's Eve.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
And that's how you get started and open up a game. Really well-blocked play. Picked up a nice chunk of yardage. And if you're the offensive line, that's exactly what you've talked about all week long in your meetings. Establish the line of scrimmage and take control. And they gave their running back plenty of room to rumble.
On first down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
You look at this Eagle defense.
Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
On second down, here's Murray. Into the hands of his tight end, Jeff Swain. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. A short one there, caught by Swain. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that's going to bring up second down.
Well, this defense for the Eagles, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
There's a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Now Murray throwing on second down. Caught by Wilson. That'll go for a gain of 7. And now 2 yards to go on third down.
They kept the receiver in the short field because his quarterback took the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
They need 2. Here's third down.
He's going to have a Cardinals first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
Well, they clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease, feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that, I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
Murray to air it out again. Steps away to his left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
And there's the beauty of Kyler Murray, because we all know he can get it done through the air. Terrific right arm, and nowadays we don't even talk about his height anymore. He's shown that he can see downfield and make throws, but he also possesses wide receiver speed. He can call his own number or scramble and turn it into a big play as well. Kyler Murray, a dual threat at the quarterback position.
And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
From the 6 now on 2nd and 3.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Second down, Murray sets to throw. And that's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is third down. In motion, the tight end. Murray going to try to throw on third down. They'll run the screen with Mack. And they'll be dragged back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. Prater's kick is good. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0.
And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well. So your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here first and 10
at their own 24.
And they'll begin on the ground with Gainwell.
And a nice run past the 30-yard. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
So, Charles, for this offense, we've been talking all year about how difficult it would be to run the table. And you gave me your chances early in the year. You thought maybe 25%. A few weeks ago, you thought closer to 50, but not quite 50. Now, here they are, 15-0. This is happening, isn't it?
I think it is, Brandon, because I do believe this team is too invested, too well coached to fall asleep at the switch now. And I think it ultimately benefits them to stay engaged all the way through the season because make it to the finish line, then they get the open week to refresh and re-energize. But if you get off the gas now, that can really hurt you come playoff time.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Here's Hurts to throw.
He's going deep for Brown. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. A big play there for Philly. 49 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
On 1st and 10, it's Gainwell.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block, but the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes, so when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Cardinals are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft,
People have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
Snap comes to Murray at 1. Throwing for the out route, he finds Wilson.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you've got to run fast. Of course, you've got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
In motion left is Wilson.
Three 0 after 1 on EA Sports. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a third down coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here.
From the gun on third down, Murray.
And that is incomplete.
I see something in this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return.
And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Here's 2nd and 10. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 20-yard line. Bird sets up to throw it. This is caught. And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And then
have taken the lead.
And these Eagles may have been the first to really perfect this play. Let Hurts take the snap, then get some help pushing from behind. This was so successful, some fans, including me, but while it's still in the books, no one runs it better than Hurts, and he takes this one in.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. A fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
To throw is Murray. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. Inside the 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick 6 TD.
Now, there's a reason they call him a ball-hawking safety. It looked like he read that, Charles, and he wasn't stopping there. After he got it, he took it all the way to the house to widen their lead.
And what's interesting to me, Brandon, is that our spotter, Bruce Murray, right before that snap, pointed to his number on my play sheet. Got to see him a little bit as a ball hawk and a return man that time, didn't we? That's just the type of play that's good for him. He delivers in a big way. Nice call, Bruce.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
Murray now on first down. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. On play action, it's Murray. Throwing quickly to Wilson. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Easy to time the effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
The Cardinals on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Murray going to throw. And he backs it away. Falls down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
Prater's kick is good.
Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they looked really good.
They jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full down. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here.
Hurts throw complete here to his receiver, Brown.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And quickly, they get to the line.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Buda Baker with a pick.
So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football. Because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Throwing now is Murray.
This to the outside for Mack.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
And now third and goal coming up, the loss on second down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal.
Now they send a man in motion right.
Brown goes in motion left.
Murray now, third and goal. And that is incomplete. 15 seconds left.
The coverage here in the end zone. That's how you frustrate a quarterback. You get pressure on, and you take away all of his receivers, and he's got to throw it away on third and goal.
Prater's kick is good, and that'll get the lead down to 5.
Well, Charles, I think you'd have to call that a win for the defense after the turnover already in field goal range, and they had to settle for 3.
Yeah, being the beautiful part is you start so close to the end zone that your thought process on offense has to loosen up a little bit because you're thinking to yourself, you're almost guaranteed 3. Let's take some good shots at the end zone and try and turn it into 6.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Throwing is Hurts. Looking here for Smith downfield.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. He's got it with the 15. A big play there for Philly. 55 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. From the gun, it's Hurts. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time, and that'll bring up second down. He'll drop to throw. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Elliott got on the extra point and gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception.
Picked by Kevin Byard. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards. Now back to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down. They'll set up to throw. Open man, he's got him. That's Smith for the Philadelphia touchdown. Devontae Smith with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Eagles take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Elliott good with a PAT. And that will make this a 19-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Throwing on first down is Murray. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 12 yards to pick up, good enough for an Arizona first.
And you start to think if it's going to happen for these guys, it's got to start with this drive. Down 3 scores, they need to start making some inroads. And that'll help the cause there as they pick up good yardage and a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Murray now. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Second and 10.
In motion left comes Brown. Now Murray.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked by Kevin Byard.
And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
That's Zaven Collins into the backfield with ease and making the stick.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Looking downfield for Jones. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for Philly. 45 yards.
So another on-target throw, and that last one, Charles, going to put him up over 5,000 yards passing out for the season, and that is not an insignificant number.
Indeed it is not, because this is not a big
touchdown. A.J. Brown, 26 yards.
And the Eagles get another 3rd-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the third quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to get it for the play call. Whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it. Pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And Moore, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. First down, Murray. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second. Here's Murray from midfield. Caught. It's Wilson. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you?
Going right back to Wilson.
And I don't think he got there, no. Geez, maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now Murray's got to have this one. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
So the drive will continue after the conversion on 4th. They'll work from the 20 on 1st down.
Buying time to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Murray. Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painting the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout that's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops from one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
To throw, it's Murray. And that is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Moore, the man in motion. Murray sets to throw on 4th. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can it
fumbles it.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Hurts sets up to throw it.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. Watkins. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game.
And the Eagles are closing in on that 16-0 record as they add on to their lead.
Elliott good on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as he just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. A fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long circuit hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
Murray going to throw. That is caught. And he's going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Murray now to throw.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Keely Ringo picks it off.
And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
Murray's pass intercepted. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Gainwell.
And he stopped immediately there.
Rashad Fenton, the one to bring him down.
You don't see that a ton, do you? Where the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And did he get the feet down? Yes! Touchdown! Chris Watkins, a 16-yard touchdown.
And the Eagles get... up the score. They lead it big here in the fourth. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one.
Elliott now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
More the motion man right. Now it's Hall.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Davis
able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Talking about two sides of the ball across purposes, because mercifully this game's almost over for the offense, but the defense, they still want to get a few shots in. That front seven, they've loved this ball game. They've been able to pad their stats, and maybe some backups can get in and get a sack as well.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football.
And the Cards are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got a man. It's his fullback.
Down the right sideline.
And all the way down to the 41-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So forget about being backed up. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way across midfield.
Throwing here is Hall.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Throwing here, Mariota. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
Oh, that is incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
On 2nd down, Mariota again.
And that'll be dumped off to Gainwell.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best.
And this is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Mariota again. He'll buy some time right. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Elliott on for the extra point. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call.
Well, trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Yellow, go! Zero blue. Stick, metal. Jackrabbit, jackrabbit.
Here's Hall.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this will be caught at the 30. A huge play there for Arizona. 69 yards.
On the set.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. One final shot. They'll look to throw.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted.
Picked by Kevin Byard.
Fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing